Some of the Salt Lake businesses devastated by a massive fire in August are showing some progress in rebuilding.
Now, the fire tore through a popular part of Main Street last August, leaving 5 businesses destroyed.
Well, Mika, she joins us live from one of those businesses, White Horse. And Mika, how's the recovery going along there?
You know what? Progress is being made here. It's right. We're inside of White Horse right now, and I am joined by Jason Lacates, who owns Bluesky Street and White Horse. Thank you so much for letting us come inside this morning. There's so much progress looking around that has been made here. Tell us, where do rebuilding efforts stand right now at White Horse?
White Horse is coming along well. It wasn't nearly as damaged as Bluesky Street was. So we had mostly water, smoke damage here, roof damage. The roof collapsed. The roof's been repaired, and now we're working on the floor. The floor needed to be redone. That's almost done. So kind of the demo part of the project is done. Next week, probably the week after, we'll start putting everything back together.
Yeah. What needs to be done still here?
A lot is time, new equipment, furniture fabrication, fixtures and whatnot. So a lot of that will be kind of sitting on our hands the next month or so, waiting for custom fabrication to be done.
And I know there's people in here as we speak working on it. When is the target date for reopening White Horse?
White Horse, we're shooting for the middle of January.
And in terms of rebuilding, what can we expect? Will it be similar to what it was? What are your plans?
The plan at White Horse is to kind of redo the design that was previously here.
And you were saying over here, right, is an area that has been redone?
Yeah, I mean, that was where most of the damage was. That's where the roof collapse was, the front of the building, the building up towards Main Street. That's where most of the damage was. But the whole building was damaged due to how much water was in here. We had about a foot of water come in, and then the smoke damage. So everything was ultimately destroyed. But the real damage was the roof, and so far that's done. So we are moving forward.
And we're so glad to hear that. Let's take a walk right next door over to Bluesky Street, which you also own. This bar sustained substantial damage, right? And so as we're walking over here, where do you things stand in rebuilding this?
Bluesky Street's a different story. It was, nearly completely destroyed. Other than the brick walls, it was, as you can see, it was completely destroyed. The floor is also destroyed. It still needs to be removed. But yeah, so the rebuild here is going to be a way bigger deal. As you can see, even the joists that we have up top, that's not new construction. That's actually to help support the building so the walls don't fall down. So we've got a lot to do here. We've got a lot of time ahead of us. We still don't know exactly when we'll get Bluesky Street back open.
Any target date? Like you said, it's hard to say right now, but
the architects are saying the beginning of 2027. We're being a little more optimistic. We're hoping late summer of next year, hopefully the latest, maybe this time next year.
And everyone who loves your bars is hoping for the same thing. In terms of rebuilding Bluesky Street, what do you have in mind? Is it going to be the same as what it was? Are there plans to change it up?
Well, our hopes are to do a second story, do a rooftop patio, and so we're kind of in the works that with the architects, with our landlords to see if that can come. We can work out a deal on that. So Bluesky Street's going to be reconfigured. We think it will still kind of have the overall feel, but the layout of the building is going to be completely reconfigured.
Overall, I mean, this has just been, I can't imagine how tough it's been, this whole thing, but what has been the toughest part of this whole process?
Honestly, learning insurance, that's been really frustrating. That's been hard to deal with, and then losing your staff. The staff's been really tough. This is the second time in 5 years after COVID losing 100% of your staff, having to lay off, but basically your whole staff's been really hard to deal with.
Left, right.
Once you folks are ready to reopen, you're going to let your staff know and hopefully some of them come back if they're able to?
Yeah, we hope so. We know, most of them are going to have to move on, do what's best for them. We do have a pretty solid open date for Whitehorse, so once we get a little closer, we'll reach out to everyone and kind of have a recall date. And if people are open to coming back, we'll, hopefully we can work it out. Whiskey Street's going to be a different deal because we don't have a solid date yet.
And my last question really quick is just overall cost. Do you know how much this is all going to cost you?
So much, millions. We don't know. I mean, rough estimate for between us and the owners of the building, we're probably, between both buildings, probably going to be about $8 million.
Well, we're glad to see that some progress is being made. We're really appreciating us seeing the inside of both of the bars, and we're keeping our fingers crossed, hoping that everything goes smoothly and waiting for January very eagerly. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Really appreciate it, Jason. Thank you. And guys, I'll send it back to you in studio from Main Street. Mika Miyashima, KUTV 2 News.
It is cool to see. We even got the roof shot showing that they have repaired the roofs, and that's a good start. So thanks a lot, Mika.